Hey, welcome to Cheaper Jeeper TV. Whether you're the kind that likes to go wheeling in your Jeep, camping, or use it to get somewhere to go do some fishing, you'll see it all in this episode, so stick around. Hey, welcome to Cheaper Jeeper TV. I'm Dino, your host. Glad to see you here. Yeah, as I explained, we actually did some off-roading and exploring on forestry roads in northern Ontario, in particular the Algoma region. And if you look up here at this video, I show you how you can use the online Crown land map. So you could use it to try and find some Crown land and forestry roads that you can go and explore yourself. I'm going to show you some footage of some of the exploration and the off-roading we did to get to a place like this. And there were places like this all along the road that we were driving, so we were pretty excited to finally pick one. And we picked one here, and I'll show you some footage of the camping setup that we had and the beautiful scenery. And then of course we did a little bit of fishing, and right now it's still fishing. We haven't caught anything yet. But who cares? It is just beautiful, and that's how people use their Jeep. They'll use it maybe to go off-roading, or maybe they'll use it to go camping, and then also to take them somewhere where they can go fishing or hunting. But in this video we did it all, and I'm really happy to share it with you. So let's have a look at some of the footage. As I mentioned in my How to Camp for Free on Crown Land video using the Ontario Crown Land Map Atlas, I showed you in that video how to find forestry roads to go and explore. So my friend Rick and I packed our Jeeps and we headed towards the Algoma region. And you know you're getting close when you see the quintessential view of the north shore of Lake Superior. We turned off the highway at the forestry road that we wished to take, and we began to air down. And now that we're all ready to begin our adventure, we consult our Gaia map to help guide us through the labyrinth of forestry roads ahead of us. The forestry road trail seems pretty wide open at the beginning. Then it begins to narrow as we go deeper in and explore more. And of course we expect that it'll get a little tighter in some far off places. And if you listen closely, my Sarge green Jeep is earning its stripes, or at least testing the ceramic coat. We'll have to see the end result on the clear coat on my Jeep at the end of this adventure. And yes, by using your Jeep to explore deep into the wilderness, you'll get surprises like this. And as you drive further, like this. But when you have a Jeep, what do you do when you encounter obstacles like this? You just drive around them. Our exploration leads us to wonderful waterfalls with water rushing through a gorge. The river widens and the flow slows down as we move further up the trail. Flowing flows of water and deep pools hint to some wonderful fish habitat, and an opportunity to find the perfect camping spot. Well, our long day of exploring has led us to this. The campsite that you could just dream of has become a reality. Well, it's been a long and fun day. It's time to set up camp and relax. The Iceco Go 20 refrigerator is light enough to bring with me to the fire and share some refreshments. Well, here's to driving our great Jeeps on this great day with some great friends. We finished day one of our Algoma adventure sitting around the campfire and watching the stars, and wouldn't you know it, the space station as well. I tried to capture it here. If you look closely on a big screen, you might see it at the top. The gravel bar we found to camp on is surrounded by a variety of fish habitats. This is me trying a shallow rapids. And now I'm trying my luck at getting a fly down into a deep pool. And here's Dawn doing the same. A good spot is at the southern tip of the island where there's the confluence of two rivers, and that's where Rick is right now. We drove to a nearby lake on the second day and tried fishing out of our canoes. Have a look. So we finished our Algoma adventure and learned that the bugs start coming out in May. It might be a little too cold for the fish to be active, but you could still have a great time exploring with your Jeep, and we were glad to have you with us. One thing I learned in an earlier trip to Cape Breton is a lot of the scratches that you see in the side of the Jeep are marks that the branches left on the dirt on the Jeep, but that doesn't mean that there aren't still some hairline scratches. Now this Jeep also has been ceramic coated, so let's have a look and see what the scratches look like after the Jeep's been washed. Well, there are still some scratches on the Jeep after the wash, but the Jeep doesn't look too bad. We'll have to deal with those fine scratches with a spring ceramic coat tune-up, and I'll have to give Rob a call and we'll have to do a video on how we do this. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and the alert bell so you'll be notified when that video is released. Now for some cheaper Jeeper tips. Hey guys, we just got here. We're all set up to start fishing on the lake. We're pretty excited, but we're not going to go out yet. We're just picking up some stuff that we found on the ground from some other campers. And you know, it's people like us with four-wheel drives that come out here on Crown Land and camp, and it just makes for a bad name if people start leaving garbage all over the place. So don't be that guy. Make sure you pick up all your garbage and tread lightly. Hey, that's it for this week's episode of Cheaper Jeeper TV. I'm so happy that I've been able to share with you some of the exploring we did in Northern Ontario on some forestry roads, and some camping on Crown Land, and a little bit of fishing too. I hope you found it interesting. If you did, how about giving the video a thumbs up? And if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the alert bell so you'll be notified when the next video is released. Until the next time, I'm Dino for Cheaper Jeeper TV. Be well, stay safe, take care.